Alright, so welcome back to the channel. We're gonna go over the boat today. I was watching some videos prior to doing this video, and we're gonna tell you the truth. I've had this boat for 2.5 years, and been a great boat, but there's a lot of things that people are not saying on these videos, and I want to just want to make everybody aware. So if you're in the market for one of these, I'm not going to persuade you not to buy one, but I'm going to give you some information and let you make the decision for yourself. Like I said, I've had this boat for 2.5 years, and I've used the crap out of this boat. Like, I use it a lot. I go fishing after work. Sometimes I fish from sun up to sundown. Sometimes we go out, me and my wife, we swim off of it. We pull tubes on it. This boat gets used. I don't set it underneath this carport with a boat cover on it. It gets used. It gets used during the wintertime. It gets used springtime, heavily in the springtime. And it gets used in the summertime and in the fall. So all year long, this boat is on the water being used. So it's got some, you can look at it and say, yeah, this guy uses this boat. Anyway, so yeah, let's go over it and go from front to back on the outside and back to the front on the inside, and show you how I have this thing set up. The weight, how you put your tackle in this boat makes a huge difference in the performance of the boat, and you'll see that in just a minute of where I have all the weight at, because that matters. That matters a lot. Ever since I moved my tackle around, this boat rides great now. It don't ride flat in the water. It rides like a bass boat. It lifts and it goes. Anyway, so turn the camera around and let's get after it. All right, so starting at the back, Yamaha SHO VMAX. Love the motor, low end torque, great gas mileage. I don't have a jack plate. That needs a jack plate, on this thing. I prefer probably a hydraulic jack plate, but we need a jack plate on it. What do you guys think? You guys think I'll get more lift out of it if I put a jack plate on it? I don't know. Prop wise, I get this question a lot too. M23 prop, Yamaha prop. Ladder for easy getting in and out in the water when you're swimming. Transducer's mounted right there. Remote drain plug. Word of advice: check your bolts periodically on your bunks. Great trailer, love it, but you need to check your bolts. These right here have been loose, and I've tightened them up recently. The fill nozzle I don't like right here. The new ones are up here, which is where this should have been this entire time, because I use ring free in this motor every other fill up, and getting that big bottle in right here really sucks because you spill it everywhere. Buckle tie downs. Now here's a con right here. This paint chips very easily, and you'll see over here on the other side, but right here, chip, 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 scratch, chip, chip. Anyway, you get the point. It chips very easily. Oh yeah, AVX 1980, Vexus AVX 1980. That's what we're running. We have a hot foot, blinker trim. Highly recommend a hot foot. There's all your gauges. This is how I power my camera. Humminbird Helix 12 on the Bass Boat Technologies mount. Always wear your kill switch or your life jacket when you're running. Another thing that a lot of people I hear complain about when they're selecting a boat: the seats. You set high up in this boat. You don't sit down on the floor. So that's another thing. It don't bother me, but it might bother some other people. Trailer got hit in the parking lot during a tournament. That's what happened there. And the guy didn't. He was fishing the tournament too. He was. You know, I was already in the water, but apparently he had just launched and was backing into a spot next to me and backed over my trailer and didn't say anything. So don't know who done that. That happened last year. Appreciate if you're watching this and you're the one that did it. Appreciate it. Poland Creek Boat Ramp, Knoxville, or Louisville, I mean. Another con. See how tall the sidewall is right here? That acts as a kite. So when the wind's blowing, this whole front end blows all around the place. Mainly because there's not an actual keel, it's flat. So you don't have an actual pointed keel in the water causing drag to keep the front end stabilized or stable in the water to keep it from moving around. It's just like a big old, basically a float. It just pushes all around the place. You can come off the butt, you can back off the trailer, and if the wind's blowing, the whole front end is going to swing around. You can do a complete 180, put it in gear, and keep going. So that's a con. We're running the Ultrix LVS 34 Mega Live or Mega 360 Helix 12 Garmin 1222 for the live scope. Dual mount. And here's another con. So I pulled this whole thing. This is one big assembly part. And I pulled this thing off several times and I've chipped it. So now I've got washers with the screws to keep that thing from moving or keep it from pulling off. But you can tell it still moves a little bit. Trailer steps. Kind of quickly going over this. Chip, scratch, scratch, chips, scratches. Look at that, scratches all the way down. There's another big old scratch. Chip, scratch, chip. And right here is where I got mad. Big scratches, big old chips. What happened here, when I tied up, the back of the boat went underneath the dock, on this floating dock that I was launching at. And ignore my trimmer. I gotta fix that thing. Broke the string on it the other day. Anyway, ignore that. The boat went underneath the dock, and when I stepped onto the dock, it came down on top of the back of the boat and scratched all over that. I mean, just scratched it all. I was so mad. But yeah, but the rest of this stuff, because I always tie up to that cleat right here and come off the boat from the side right here. But anyway, yeah, so that's why it's all scratched up on this side mostly. It's just from the docks. It's from the docks that we use here in East Tennessee. All right, climbing inside. That's how I kind of have my net for now. Okay, let's go up here to the front. Big wide open deck. Your rod tie downs. Cooler. I see a lot of videos saying, "Oh yeah, this thing holds ice all day long." Bullcrap. It don't. I could put a bag of ice in there, and by 11 o'clock, it's pretty much gone. This is where I keep my life jacket, my rain gear, safe face, but I also have all my wiring for my electronics running up to that fuse block right there. So I've drilled a hole, big old hole, for all my wiring coming in and out. And I rigged this thing myself, but I have this was up underneath the front up there, underneath all that. And a lot of times I get these wires I hear them move around and it cut off my units. So I put everything in here. The GLS 10 boxes right here. Says it focus. And then I have everything kind of zip tied and ran clean as I could possibly get it. But yeah, so everything's in there. Rods, swim bait box, extra line, leader line, some more leader line. More rods, more soft plastics right here that won't fit in the back. And then I have my coin box, I guess they call it. But yeah, just have random stuff in there. Did I show this already? Yeah. This is where I keep my day box, scales, plastic, stuff like that I'm using. The new one has there's a tool storage right here. So basically draw a line from here and here. And you don't have to mount one of those things up there. Instead you got them right there already from the factory, which is pretty cool. Keep my measuring stick right there. This is why the boat rides so much better now. I have all my weight to the back, both compartments. Everything's to the back. All my plastics, all my jig heads, my terminal tackle, my jigs, all that good stuff. Everything's back here in the back. Spinner baits and buzz baits are down there. So all the weight is to the back. Crankbaits, top waters, all that good stuff. Everything's up here. Deep cranking box, battery jumper. Everything's back in here. This is where I keep all my heavy stuff. Everything to the back. Livewells. We have an oxygenator, recirculation, pump out, all that good stuff. Big Livewells. Insulated Livewells. I haven't lost a fish yet during a tournament. Livewells perform very good. And here's how I have my batteries set up. I have 4 batteries back here. 2 Monster Lithiums and 2 X2 Power AGM batteries. And then we're running a Minn Kota Precision 4-bank charger. So those banks are set up for lithium and these are set up for AGMs. Dedicated power to my electronics. So that's my power switch for my electronics. And that's the power switch for the boat. And then we got bumpers in there. There's my weigh-in bag between the 2 batteries. And yeah, so that's the whoops. That's the setup. So that's the boat. That's how I have it rigged. That's how I have it the tackle set up and everything in there. And yeah, that makes a big difference. How you have your tackle set up makes a big difference in the rideability of this boat. It's not a high performance bass boat. So with myself, the way it sets right now with me by myself running down the lake is 54, 55 miles an hour. When I have somebody with me with all this tackle set up and then their tackle, we're running about 53 and a half. So low 53s, mid 53s. That's it. That's all she'll run. The 150 I think is severely underpowered. I think they needed to have a 175 on this boat. The 150, I honestly think it's underpowered. I think this boat should be running 60 miles an hour. It's a 19.5-foot boat running low to mid 50s. And I think it needs to be running high 50s to low 60s. That's my opinion. But I'm not an engineer. There's a reason why they put a 150 on this boat, engineering wise. So that's just what it's recommended. It's only recommended for 150. And but yeah, so hope this video helps you if you're in the market for a boat, a Vexus AVX 1980. Final thoughts: it's a great boat. I like it. I wish I had a glass boat. I wish I was back in a glass boat. Mainly because I just like going a little bit faster. That's just my opinion. But if you're just a weekend angler who's only fishing like jackpot tournaments and you're not fishing these big tournaments and stuff like that, this is a perfect boat for you. Somebody who's just getting started, young kid, somebody like that. The 18, what do you call it? The 1880s with a 115, and then you got the 1980s with the 150. Those boats are perfect for a young person that's wanting to get his first bass boat. Again, the rideability is great. It takes waves really good. It does bounce around a little bit, and you know, when you're running rough water, like, you do bounce. But I'm not coming home and popping a bunch of leave and saying, "Oh God, my back hurts," because of it. So it's a comfortable ride. But you know, a lot of people are saying it rides like a glass boat. It does this, it does that. Yeah, it does to a certain extent. But whenever you get in those big waves and yacht waves and stuff like that, you're gonna feel it. Like, you're gonna feel it. It's not gonna kill you. It's not gonna hurt you and stuff. But if you know how to properly navigate waves, you're going to feel it. So, but anyway, yeah, I hope this video helps. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll see you on the next video. Appreciate you guys watching. You guys have a great day. We'll see you later.